This is Dr. Ed Touros, and welcome to another podcast from the Focus Life Institute. Today I want to talk about the importance of essential soft skills. Now, you might not think they're important, but what employers are saying right now, and this has been on LinkedIn for many years, is saying that young people today coming out of high school or college, they lack the essential soft skills that employers are demanding. So then they have to train individuals. When I worked for Coca-Cola, I was a manager of a $75 million territory, but I also was a trainer. And I utilized the DISC, the DISC system. Maybe some of you know about that behavioral profiling system, but doing that for over 35 years. And when I had that DISC, I was able to bring people together and help them identify the opportunity to communicate more effectively. One of the soft skills right now that are the number one soft skill is communication. We live in an age right now where you have your texting, you're doing certain things. We've lost that art of communicating, the art of adapting and blending and connecting our behavioral style with different personality styles. So I'm going to talk to you about the importance of that today, how important soft skills are. And I created a course on the Focus Life Institute called Skills for Success. Skills for Success. The top 10 essential soft skills that your child's going to need to have to be successful in the future. And this is why we train and equip people to be prepared for the real world, because we have situations right now where most schools are not doing this. We don't see any essential soft skills being equipped, both in high school and college. And I've heard many stories right now of young people going into the workplace, and within maybe 6 to 8 months, they're being released because they don't have the essential soft skills that employers have been demanding. If you look on LinkedIn, you begin to start searching about the importance of soft skills, you're going to see that right now that most employers say that's the number one issue with most of the people coming out of high school or college entering the workforce. So I want to give you an update what we're trying to do here at the Focus Life Institute. We want to help your child have a practical and personalized approach to essential soft skills. So what I did was I took the top 10 essential soft skills, and I took those and I took the DISC personality system and I mirrored them together so that your child can have a personal experience based on their own personality style and understand these top 10 skills based on who they are. How do I adapt, blend, and connect if I'm a person right now who's a dominant person with a person who's stable and secure? How do I go into a situation when I'm dealing with people maybe right now that might be stable, secure, more low-keyed versus an aggressive type? And I had to deal with that when I was in Fortune 100. I had to bring people together to see the value of each personality style based on them adapting, blending, and connecting, ABC, to be able to working with each individual people. So there are top 10 essential skills that your child needs to have. Number one is communication. We've got to develop that art of communication a little bit better. I would encourage your child, if he's in high school or college, to take some courses right now on public speaking. Warren Buffett just came out and says the number one skill that you need to have in the workplace is communication. And I would encourage you to have your child get involved with that. Take some some courses online. Look at our Skills for Success program, because we're doing this on a personalized basis and helping your child understand who they are, what they have, how to apply it in the soft skills arena. The second aspect of that is in the area of collaboration. Can your child get along with different personality styles? Now, I have children and grandchildren. They have different personality styles. I've taught them how to adapt, blend, and connect in situations that there's a win-win. Conflicts everywhere. When people come together under a team or people come together for some type of common cause, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be some conflict. We've got to help people understand how to be able to get in sync with other people to see greater levels of success in a win-win situation. That's what I did in Fortune 100 with the Coca-Cola Company, and that's what I'm trying to bring to your child to help them not only communicate better based on their personality style, but also how to collaborate with other people. Number three is conflict resolution. This is a situation, like I said, people come together in a common theme, different personality styles. I want to move it slower. I want to move it faster. I want to be more detailed. I want to get to the bottom line. There's so many situations that can cause strife, and strife within an organization is a bad thing. I also include confidence, creativity, and character. These are some opportunities to look at the confidence of your child based on their personality style. Look at the character and look at the creativity, because In this day and age, there has to be adaptability, but there also has to be creativity. They're looking for young people coming into the marketplace to solve problems, to bring forth solutions. And if you have that creativity based on your behavioral style, and every style has different opportunities and creativity, you can be a real success. Because what I believe is once you get these top 10 skills and you get to know these skills and you be equipped and trained on them, guess what happens? You're going to be elevated into a position within your organization for advancement. That means more money, more opportunity, more influence as you go there. I believe God has an opportunity for your child to have influence in society to bring that positive aspect within the organization. So we have communication, collaboration, conflict resolution, confidence, creativity, and character. Then I took the most two critical thinking skills, decision-making, problem-solving. Two other skills that right now employers are demanding. And what I did was I ended up taking the personality style, mirroring them together, and teaching you how to make decisions based on your personality style and how, obviously, to solve problems based on your personality style. And then I took, not only those two, then I talked about people skills. How do I take my skills into different types of people? As I mentioned before, adapt, blend, and connect. And then I took the skill of time management. Boy, do we waste a lot of time. You're on those reels, your child are on their reels or on their screens. I got to deal with it with my children, grandchildren, especially my grandchildren right now as they're teenagers. They get off those screens, communicate effectively, and understand how important time management is. What is the return on investment when we spend time maybe on all these reels all day long? The average young person spends 6.5 to 7 hours a day on their phone. And then we look at the situation, communication, collaboration, conflict resolution, problem solving, decision making. We look at these skills and we look at time management, but also I threw in as a bonus in the Skills for Success course and our subscription program, how to interview for success. This is where people right now want to secure the desired job, but they don't know how to interview successfully. As a manager with Coca-Cola, I would teach people and train people how to manage effectively. And we had a system. It's called the STAR technique. Give me a situation, give me the action, give me the tactics, the action, and the results. So this is what I was talking about, the STAR technique. Give me a situation, the tactics, the action, and results. And when you do that, and you have 2 or 3 of these prepared when you go in for an interview, it's going to take you to the place they're going to hire you. So I want to encourage you today. Soft skills are critical right now. You've got to get your child prepared for them. As we always say, everybody has potential, but only the prepared will fulfill it. If you can understand how important it is to get these top 10 soft skills, be equipped, be trained on them, you're going to see greater levels of success for your children. Now, how do you help with this? Well, as parents, it's a great opportunity to spend some time and talk about these things. Talk how important skills are in your life. Now, remember this. What's happening in society today is that governments and businesses are no longer hiring a lot of people with degrees. They're hiring people based on skills. That's why I'm so really focused on this, on the skills for success, because if you get these skills, these top 10 within you, and you're equipped and trained, you know what to do and how to handle communication, collaboration, conflict resolution. You know how to solve problems, make decisions. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to have greater levels of success, but you're going to understand that most people right now, businesses, government, they're foregoing that degree, and they're saying, do you have the skill set to come in here and be able to do that job? I'm hoping this helped. This is another podcast where we're trying to help you, your child, get focused, get prepared for the real world. You can check out all our courses at FocusLifeInstitute.com. And remember this, your focus, it does determine your future.